Oh, hi there. My name's Malcolm, and I enjoy playing with myself, but not as much as I enjoy playing with others. That's why my team and I have come together to create a multiplayer online game inspired by the popular board game Pandemic. This was a very complicated task, and to help us navigate this complexity, we had to plan and structure carefully. I'll let Connor tell you how.
Thanks, Malcolm. Hi there, my name's Connor. And we, as a team, we had the first thing we had to do was brainstorming the ideas. We had the general idea, but we had to define it in more detail. So we used a virtual whiteboard and post-it note system on Miro. And all our ideas, we just got into a central place that we could follow. After we had that, we broke into smaller teams of two, and we assigned roles. So there was the front end, the logic, and the back end. I was on the front end with Konstantin, and we used Excalidraw to wireframe for our app, and then for higher fidelity, we used Figma. I'll pass you on to Konstantin to give you more details.
We designed each component from scratch and needed a system to easily update them when necessary. Figma allowed us to collaborate in the creative process, and using the Figma API, we were able to automate the process of updating the assets in the project folder. With a user interface comprising 20 components and a complex game state, we needed to design the elements independently of logic. For this, we used Storybook, which allowed us to simulate otherwise hard-to-reach states. This way, we were able to develop the UI from the ground up, while the logic and the backend were still taking shape.
We implemented the game so that multiple players can play together, and every move that one player makes is immediately reflected on the screen of the other player. To do this, we combined Redux state management, Socket.io, and a Redis database. This allows both immediate response on the screen while saving the state of the game to the backend, so users can connect and disconnect without affecting the game, and also resuming a game at a later stage if players decide to pause it.
So without further ado, let's begin in game. I'll enter a player name, a room name, and I'll choose an icon. And here I am, nearly ready to start moving around town, stopping the spread of that dangerous misinformation. But that sounds difficult to do alone. I'll pass the room name to a friend till she can join us. And there she is now. One last click at the rules, and I think we're good to go.
The gameplay involves moving around a town, clearing up misinformation from a variety of online and offline sources, and using location cards to fast travel around the board. Possible actions are indicated by the UI by animations on the locations themselves, which you can move to and clear by clicking on. As the turns progress, cards are dealt in the background that trigger events, which are logged in the prompt window in the corner, and that trigger more misinformation to be spread. As this increases, the meters on the side rise until the spread of misinformation is too much to contain.
Achieving such an amazing result in only 2 weeks was not only about using the right technology and make this technology work together. The reason for this result was mainly the great teamwork. We organized ourselves really good. We planned ahead. We used Trello to organize the task. We did daily merge parties to solve merge conflicts together. We changed between mob, pair and single programming dynamically. We split up into departments, but we also changed fast to different tasks if needed. Everybody shared their skills and helped, so that we learned a lot from each other. That's also the reason I only had one help request over the last 2 weeks. Everybody just could rely on each other, and that made this game possible. Thanks for watching and happy playing!